going on, everybody? Devil's Advocate here. Short announcement. Now, this short video is just for people who can do anything about it. Because I think I'm about to say some stuff, and there's probably a lot of people who don't have a choice, and there's nothing they can even do about the situation. So it just kind of is what it is, right? I'm not sure if many people are aware, but there are a lot of billionaires, the few billionaires that we do have, and I would assume millionaires as well, buying up a lot of land um, all over the world, but uh, in the United States as well. And currently, if you're not aware, Bill Gates, of all people, of course is now officially the he owns more land than anybody else in the United States. And why is this significant? Why is this significant? This is significant because this is my personal perspective. You know, we can all speculate all day about why this is happening, right? Why are they buying up all this land? Why are billionaires and rich people buying up all this land? We can speculate all day about why this is happening. But this is my viewpoint. This is what I think is going on. I think that the wealthy, the rich, they will always do what needs to be done to secure their position in society. They will not run the risk, no matter how dire the situation, of ever having to start all over again. Smart. When I say the wealthy, usually the wealthy people, rich people, you can have dumb rich people. Dumb people can be rich. Wealthy people are generally smart. And that wealth has been around for a while because they're smart with their money. And they know how to use it and leverage it so that it stays around for generations, right? And something tells me that for the last few years, these rich people know that something is highly plausible in the sense that we are staring a very broad economic collapse dead in the eyes. Like a total economic meltdown. Where our dollar, that piece of paper that so many people think is worth killing each other over, that's worth practically nothing, which I think is an absolute joke, by the way. You know, watching somebody, it's not funny, but, you know, watching somebody kill somebody else and then just pull pieces of paper out of their wallet or go hold up a bank or a gas station and demand these green pieces of paper, you know, literally risking your life and your freedom and putting other people's lives at risk over worthless pieces of paper. Symbolism. But, you know, that's what low educated people do, though, right? So, anyways, so I was thinking to myself, in the event that we have this total economic meltdown, where, you know, you can see it like, the Federal Reserve is just, you know, they're just printing off money nonstop, just printing money, just printing it off. It might as well be monopoly money. And I was like, okay, so where's all this going to lead to? All this money, all this artificial, all this money being artificially injected into the stock market to help things retain its value, where, you know, almost none of these companies in the stock market are as valuable as they're being represented to be. They're being artificially held up by money being injected into it from the Federal Reserve to try to keep the economy afloat. And that's why these little things like GameStop, these little GameStop gimmicks and stuff like that they're funny, right? They're funny. It's nice to see like, hedge funds get screwed over for once, right? But everything is in such a delicate balance right now. It almost feels like it won't take much to knock that one domino over to watch everything just come crumbling down. But that's not what this is about. This is about the land. And how I think it's interesting how over hundreds, if not thousands of years, no matter what the currency is, no matter what we decide to use as some type of payment or some type of representation of wealth, that everything that comes from the earth returns back to the earth. And I'm feeling like these wealthy people, they're buying up all this land because if in the event shit hits the fan, the shit hits the fan, land will always be valuable. The earth that we stand on will always retain its worth. So the money can be liquidated and be worth nothing. Bonds, loans, the credits, all of it can come crashing down. But the people who own the land that you stand on will always have wealth and power. So these people, in my eyes, are doomsday prepping. Having that slice of mental, like that peace of mind that no matter what happens, they will be okay. And I'm pretty sure that's probably an amazing feeling. So if you can afford some land, get some land, buy some land. I don't care where it is. I was thinking about that. I was like, look around the country. If you don't want to, if you don't want to buy land outside the United States, look around the country and see where you can buy yourself some land. A few acres. Just have something to where like, if things just come crashing down and hit rock bottom and it's not worth anything, like at the very least, I've got my 10 acres of land. If and I'll hold on to it. It's like land's always valuable. It's a smart investment. I just and out of all the things that I've invested in, I never really thought about land like that. Not from I've thought about land as like wanting to live on it one day and having a plot of land, but I never thought of it as an asset, just something to have in case I needed it. It's not a bad idea. It's a very good idea, actually. So I was like, man, I need to go buy some land. Precious metals are good too. But again, precious metals, these are things that come from the earth, always retain their value, right? Gold, silver, platinum, diamonds, especially gold and silver. Now, I do advise I'm investing into some precious metals, but if you're going to invest in precious metals, get the metal. Actually be in possession of that precious metal. Don't accept a freaking piece of paper certificate that is a representation of how much precious metal you own. That's not good enough. Because what happens, again, if the system goes through a total collapse and the people that are in possession of that metal just decide that they can't give it to you. Can you imagine? Just imagine just being in a situation where things are so bad that it almost turned into complete anarchy. Every man for himself, him or herself, every person for themselves, and it's just survival of the fittest. And then you're sitting there thinking that the Federal Reserve That the bank is going to give you your cash that's worthless, by the way, anyways, or that these people that are holding your certificates are just going to hand over your precious metals when you need them. It might not fall out like that. It might come down to a point where you just have to you're just going to have to be in possession of the things that you see um, valuable and holding worth, and things that the tangible things that are not symbols. The certificate for precious metal, symbols. Notes, symbols. The cash in your wallet, symbols. They're all symbols. Earth and precious metals are tangible assets. And I think that that's what these rich people are doing. They're going all the way back. And, some people even speculate that cryptocurrency is being bought up so much by freaking banks and stuff that it's even speculative that even cryptocurrency might not even be a safe haven to try to dump your wealth into. I haven't really researched that too much. I don't know. I can't speak to it. It seemed like it was a good place. I mean, I have a little bit of Bitcoin just in case, but I don't fully trust it yet. But I do know that at the end of the day, the most basic solution always seems to be the best one. Precious metals and land. It has been tried and true since damn near forever. Recognized and respected everywhere, all over the world. Doesn't matter what country you go to, they know silver, they know gold. Doesn't matter what country you go to, they know land. These are things that have value no matter where you go. It is a universal asset. So I'm like, okay, I need to start thinking on a grander scale. These wealthy people, they are leaps and bounds ahead of most people because they don't want to risk losing everything that they've screwed everybody out of, worked towards, earned, whatever, however you want to put it. They have it, and whatever it is they have, they don't want to lose it. So maybe even the small man like you and I can even do a little bit in that regard of trying to retain what we do have in the event that things go into a complete, total meltdown. Because I'm telling you, I'm not going to lie to you, I have concerns because a lot of the stuff I have a good amount of worth in assets that are assets that are not tangible, like things that are like for example, the stock market, right? I gotta admit, I have more than I'm comfortable admitting invested into the stock market. If the stock market collapsed tomorrow, I'd be fucked. Like, cause I'm too much of what I'm worth is in there. I do well in there, but everything is so volatile and risky. I look at it every day just hoping that things just haven't just been flipped upside down on its head. And I know they say, you look over time historically, even if things go through a crash, it always recovers. It always comes back. Yeah, until it doesn't. Right? We don't know, right? I understand that, what history has shown, and, if you weather the storm, things tend to come back stronger than what they did before. But what if one day, like, you just happen to be part of the generation where it just doesn't? And you don't have enough time left in your life to recover from that type of loss. Is that a risk that you're willing to take? When you could have made a slightly better, more sensible investment to where not that you fully pull out of that asset, but you diversify yourself a little bit so that if things truly do crumble down to the foundation where you think that it's possible, that you prepared for it. That you're not just left with absolutely nothing. That's it. Those are my thoughts. I just saw, I read a little article showing that Bill Gates was like now officially the biggest landowner in the United States. And I'm sitting there thinking, I was like, oh God, this could mean a whole lot of different things, right? I mean, I could have taken this video in a multitude of directions in regards to why I think that he has all this land, but I wanted to just kind of touch on one of the reasons why I think he has this land. I got other speculations, but that's for different videos. But that's it for now. If you like this video, please like, share, subscribe. Until next time, be smart, think, use your brain, be safe. Peace.